in from a third party.
It is a clear case of overstepping. Exactly. It is not the job of the President of the United States to make a claim when we haven't even agreed that this is a matter which requires his intervention. I mean, with the greatest of respect to the American President, he has no idea about the ground situation. He has no idea about what's happening here. Till a few days back, he said that this is not for him to look into, and now he's congratulating both countries trying to be a global peacemaker. And I think this is beyond him. I strongly object to the fact that the US President is saying that he has sorted out the conversation between two countries. I think President Trump does not understand the importance of difference between back-channel talks or informal diplomacy or clandestine diplomacy or overt diplomacy. Somebody should
think this is typical Trump overreach?
This is typical Trump overreach. This is typical Trump overreach at a time when he does not have a mandate to do so. And I think it becomes incumbent right now for the government to start the press conference which we were promised at 5:30. If this was a calibrated announcement, which I do not know anything about, then really we will hear, we will go, Republic will go by what our Prime Minister says. Republic will go by what the Foreign Secretary of India says and what the Indian forces says. It is wrong for Donald Trump to go out and make an announcement, but this is typical.
And the fact that he's saying, and the fact, Arnab, he's saying that overnight negotiations, while we had the worst of fighting between the two sides.
Where are the negotiations overnight? Where are the negotiations overnight? Who has mandated him to have those negotiations overnight? Last night we were pummeling them back after they tried to send their drones. Last night there were people in Firozpur who were injured. Last night there were 36 places where they tried to do incursions, and we have hit them back. And a ceasefire is not a phone call. It is not like one of those things that happen on WhatsApp. I mean, Donald Trump should get real about the situation. I will completely go by what my government says.
And Trump has failed for the 5 months with Russia and Ukraine.
But that's not the point.
He has announced 4 times.
Trump is too eager. Trump is jumping the gun. And I do not believe that this can be the kind of announcement that can be taken seriously as an announcement. And that's why I came on air to say this, that ऐसा नहीं होता है कि आप informally announce करें. You take a role for yourself, and 2 days back...
And Americans seem to be heavily invested because Secretary Marco Rubio is now posting saying over the last 48 hours, Vice President Vance and I
don't buy this, and we will finish this. Let us not forget here, with the greatest of respect, that the United States of America was the country which threatened to send the 7th Fleet in 13 days. And therefore, we are an independent country. And he's trying to equalize this. How on earth can Trump equalize between what has happened in Pahalgam and what has happened thereafter?
It's a clear case of overreach.
Clear overstretch. I'm sorry I'm going to have to go. You can take this forward. But we are going to be on conversation with our channels in the government.
Absolutely.
Hey, सफेद कपड़ा.
इस सज्जन को क्या तकलीफ है भाई? क्या तकलीफ है इनको?
बोली जी, आपको शर्म नहीं आती?